Welcome to SimTV. This is Apolo Vanderberg, and we're going to talk about how to clean CAD or repair geometry using the small object removal tool in Simulation CFD. So the small object removal tool allows us to clean small surfaces or edges, such as engravings like you see on this flow control valve. If we had a logo that was embossed on it, we can clean those surfaces up a little bit to essentially minimize the overall mesh count and mesh complexity without having to go into CAD and remove those features. So let's jump over into Simulation CFD and see how this process is done. So here in the Geometry Tools section of this, using the Small Object Removal tab, we have a couple things to look at. So essentially the Small Object Removal tool will look at any object or any surface that's within a given tolerance of the default minimum refinement length. So if we grab the slider bar that's listed here, we can move that around to choose and select what the tolerance is with respect to that minimum refinement length. That tolerance, while moving the slider, doesn't actually change anything until we go ahead and click on the Remove button. So once we select the value that we're interested in, we'll click Remove, and we'll be able to then see the effects on meshing. One thing to note is to make sure that we aren't highlighting a surface that is critical, so that could be like a thin surface that would define the thickness of a heatsink fin or say a butterfly valve. So if we jump into the results section here, now we'll be able to see, as we saw in the little preview of the PowerPoint, some of the effects of this. So looking at that logo, here you can see that the mesh surrounding the logo is notably coarser than the mesh surrounding where the actual logo was previously. If you see it as well at the bottom, here's one that was untouched with a small object removal. So this is just some features that are concentrating elements that we may not actually need in our analysis.